Bom dia. Lisboa, 13 de dezembro de...
Welcome Lisbon, the 13th of December 2007. On behalf of the President of the European Council and the Prime Minister of Portugal, José Sócrates, we would like to open the official signing ceremony for the Treaty of Lisbon.
Para a primeira intervenção.
The first presentation will be made by the President of the Council of the European Union, Prime Minister of Portugal, Mr. José Sócrates.
Senhores,
Heads of State and Government, dear colleagues, President of the European Parliament, President of the European Commission, Ministers for Foreign Affairs, President of the Portuguese Parliament, dear government colleagues, dear Luís Amado, Minister of State and for Foreign Affairs, Mayor of Lisbon, distinguished guests. We are gathered here today to sign the Treaty of Lisbon. I think I'm reflecting everybody's feelings when I say that the idea which inspires us at this ceremony is a very simple one: to take forward the European project. A European project that was always generous in its intentions and ambitious in its objectives. But it's also a project that has proven its worth in the service of peace, development, and affirming the values we share. It is this European project that we want to take one step further today, and this is what the people of Europe expect of us today, the people we are all representing here. Today, we need a stronger union. Stronger to meet the concerns of the citizens of Europe. Stronger to promote the economy of Europe. And stronger to defend European values. But a more ambitious Europe is also the most important contribution that we can make today to a better world. Because the world needs a stronger Europe. History may not recall the words spoken here today at this ceremony. But I'm certain of one thing: what we are doing here has already gone down in history. History will remember this day as a day in which new paths of hope were opened towards the European ideal. With the Treaty of Lisbon, Europe has finally overcome the political and institutional impasse which has curtailed its ability to act over the last few years. The path towards overcoming this impasse began when the trio of presidencies, Germany, Portugal and Slovenia, decided to address these doubts and uncertainties and give priority to the drawing up of a new treaty. It is only right to recognise, and I do this with great pleasure, that this process was only successful because of the timely commitment of Chancellor Angela Merkel, who obtained a mandate without which none of this would have been possible. Throughout this process, we have also always been able to count on the European Commission, and I would like to thank personally and on behalf of the Presidency, the President of the Commission, Dr. Durão Barroso. Thank you very much for all the help you gave us in allowing us to conclude the treaty. I would also like to thank the President of the European Parliament, Hans Pöttering, and the parliamentary groups in the European Parliament. I'd like to thank them for all their support during the difficult negotiations leading up to the agreement. But in my view, what has really made the result attained at the Lisbon summit possible, what really led us to the treaty that we're signing today, was the political will of all the leaders of Europe and their unwavering faith in the European project and the European ideal. The Treaty of Lisbon is, of course, a response to a key challenge, the challenge of European citizenship. Yesterday in Strasbourg, the Council, the Commission and the European Parliament proclaimed the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union. In the Treaty of Lisbon, we give that Charter full legal value. In the treaty, we reaffirm our commitment to the values that characterize the European project: democracy and the rule of law, the respect of fundamental rights, the community freedoms, equal opportunities, solidarity, access to justice, respect for pluralism and the diversity of our respective societies. These are the values of Europe. These are the values that inspired the founding fathers of Europe, and which we are proudly reaffirming here today. The European project is a project founded on equality amongst states, mutual respect, close cooperation and tolerance. The European project does not do away with or make national identity less important. It does not do away with the specific interests of member states. Rather, it offers a multilateral context which is beneficial to the whole and to each of the constituent parts. And this is why the European economic and political project remains a source of inspiration for other continents and a reference for a world lacking in institutions, principles and rules